the same thing, we turn back to the back of the room and then sequence forward, backward, forward. ऐसी बंद कर दो. Sit on the mat. Take your focus on your knees and your lock. Sit on in meditative position. Sink your hips onto the mat. Make it very heavy. Elongate your spine. Chin slightly down. Take your gaze on the tip of your nose. Chin mudra. Breathe quietly. Chant your own personal mantra in your mind. It will help you to disconnect from your past, future. Focus. Don't create any thoughts. Don't process any thoughts. Don't follow. Don't chase any thoughts. Let it come and go. Start deepening your breath. Mindful breath. Breathe in deep, long, hard. Breathe out deep, long, and squeeze everything out of your belly. One more, breathe in. Breathe out from your nose. Breathe in from your nose. Out from your nose. And on your chest, chin down, our opening mantras. So gratitude to all our gurus for showing us the path of wisdom and removing the cloud of ignorance. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshur Om Militam Yenam Tasmai Sri Gurudev Namah Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vikvesha Bhavahe. Om Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Deep breath in. Soulful Om. Take your chin to the chest. Take your thumb to your third eye. Set your intentions for today's practice. Today, I thank you for joining me on the mat. Dedicate our practice to someone whom we love, to yourself, to the world. Positive intention. Start our practice. Take your hand by the side and raise it up to the ceiling. Breathe in, look to the thumb, and out from the side. Open the chest, elongate your arms. Hands from the side, take it up, breathe in, look at the ceiling. And open the chest to the side. Last one, breathe up to the ceiling. Twist towards your right. Take your left hand on your right knees. Knees are pushing to the mat. Arms, hands, palms are pulling to the knees top. Twist towards the right. Come to center. Twist towards the left. Come to center. Cup your hands in front of your chin. Walk your hand forward. Take your chin down to the mat. Surrender by elongating your spine. Take your elbow down. Each breath in, extend your spine. Breathe out, take your nose to the mat. Keep surrendering, expansion of your spine. Back. Clasp your hand behind your back. Extend your shoulders, open your chest. Look up to the ceiling. And last one, take your arms by the side. Stretch your left body by extending your left hand towards the right. Look towards the ceiling. Try to take your right elbow to the ground. Deep stretch. Extend your left hand further and further. Push your hips to the sit bone. Take your left hand to the front, rotation, and the left hand come to the left side of your hips. Drop it and take your right hand up. The right hand goes towards the left side of your body. Expansion, extension of your right side. Left elbows on the mat towards the ceiling. Take your arms, come to tabletop. Gradually transition to tabletop. Cat, free cow. In and go to cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. With your spine, tuck your toes, lift your knees 6 inches, power for 3 minutes, for 5 breaths, and then we go into our downward facing dog. Breathe in, 5 breaths and hovering the dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift your knees up, hips up. Knees are still bent on your toes, heels are lifted. Drop your right heel down, left knee is bent. Straighten your right knee completely, look towards your right. Push the mat from your heels and from your palm. Try to lift your toes a little bit and then drop it. Switch towards the left. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. Push the mat from the palms and take your head closer to the mat. Then walk your dog. A minute of any organic movement. Walk your dog with any part of the body that needs a little bit of stretching. Go to plank, go to down facing dog, go back to facing dog, whatever down facing, and then push the mat. Open the chest, open the shoulders, take your head closer to the mat. Push the heel, lifting your hips up to the ceiling. Look up, walk your feet in front of the mat, stand up. Rounds also in the Namaskara Vinayasa style. A and B, chest. Toes are touching, heels down a little distance apart. Focus at one point. Open your toes, separate. With Namaskara, try to stand on your toes. Lifting your feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now 5 breath here before we get into our dynamic vinyasa. 1, 2, engage your chair breathing. 3, 4, ugly, 5. Keep your hands up from the side, keep the ceiling, straight back, look toward the ceiling. Swan dive from the side, from hinge, from your back, from the hips. Take your knees to the close your knees. Halfway, and take your hand to the shin, extend your spine. Halfway. Bend your knees, plant your hand next to your toes. Right leg go back, left leg go back, high plank. With control, come to Chaturanga. Knees hovering, not going to this mat. Slide forward, upward facing dog. Stretch, push the mat from your toes. Time to take your hips down. Extend your spine and look up. Hovering. And then push back to downward facing dog. Get your alignment right. Heels to the mat. Your knee may have a micro bend. It will help you to put the knees to the mat and the heels to the mat. Palms wide. 5 breath. Last one. Lift your heels up on your toes. Take your knees down, close to the mat. Look forward and jump to the front of the mat and straight away halfway. Forward fold and up to the chest. In, breathe out. Sideways, hands up. Swan dive, forward fold. Halfway. Plant your hands, plank, Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. 5 breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your heels up, knees to the mat. Look to the front. Hop, skip, or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway. Forward fold. Hands up to the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands up. Forward fold. Halfway. Plank Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. creating this Agni in your core, pushing the mat from your palms and from your heels. Micro bend the knee and lifting your hips very high in the back. 3, 4, 5. Lift your heels up, knees to the mat, close to the mat, look to the front and tilt the front of the mat halfway. Without forward fold. And up to the chest. Hands up to the side. Forward fold. Breathe in halfway. Plant your hand, breathe out, plant chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Breathe down, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet. Push the mat from your heels. Micro bend your knees. Your shoulders are away from your ear. Look between your feet. You can't see your heel, they are melting behind your toes. 5 breaths. Lift your heels, knees to the ground, look up to the front, forward fold, hands up, under the chest. Breathe in, down. Namaskar B, come to chair pose, hands up, trying to push your hips down, push your knees back, not to the front, the knee should be behind your toes and hands up. Swan dive forward fold, halfway, control, plant your palms, push to the back and straight to chaturanga. The upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Left leg 45 degrees, right leg in between your palms, and come to Virabhadrasana 1. Shine your chest to the front, bend your knees, and look to the ceiling. Hands planted next to your right toe, and right leg go behind the chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right feet 45, left leg in between your palms. Virabhadrasana 1. Both the feet are very firmly on the ground. Body is facing the front. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Plant your hand by your left toe, left foot behind, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Lift your heels, bend your knees, up to the front of the mat, halfway, forward fold, Utkatasana, chair pose, and straight up. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, Utkatasana, forward fold, halfway, plant chaturanga, Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left leg 45, right leg in between your palms. Lift up, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Plant your palms, plant chaturanga, breathe out. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Right leg 45, left leg in between your palms. Lift up straight and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Plant your palms. Plant chaturanga, breathe out. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog, 5 breath. Adjust your feet. Breathe. This is your resting pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, look up, hop to the front of the mat, halfway, forward fold, breathe out, Utkatasana, stand tall, come to Tadasana, hands by the side, normalize your breath, breathe in, out. In, out. In, breathe out. Last 2, breathe in. Last 1, deep from your nose. Breathe out the back of your throat, hissing noise, Ujjayi, breathe out. Coming back to the normal breathing. Hand on your waist. And just jump your feet to the hip distance apart. Take your elbows back and then lean forward from the chin. Go to Padahastasana and Utkatasana. First, let's go to Padahastasana, holding the toes from your fingers and the thumb, and taking your head close to the knees and play open the elbows to the side. Look up, take your chin, leaning from your hips, knee down, now head hanging loose. Take both the hands, hold the big toe from your 2 fingers and your thumb. Take your head further down to the knees and then flare open both the elbows. Push, pull the toes further up and take your head closer to the knees, head hanging. Straighten both the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up, head straight, halfway. Now push both the palms under your toes so that your toes are at the crease of your wrist. Look up, take your hand close to the knees and flare open the elbow to the side. Knees straight, flare open the elbow to the side. Try to push some of the weight on your palms. Then pushing the palm from your toes. Take hand close to the knees straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take your head, look up, move, hand on your waist, straighten the body, stand up, and jump, toes together. Now, Trikonasana at the back, hand on your waist, take your right feet 4 feet behind, turn your feet to the back, so take your left feet 45 degrees to the side. side body to the side and open up. Gaze on the right hand towards the back of the room. Expand your body to the right and then drop it. Hands down, Trikonasana, the back of the room. Your right feet is leading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back and on your waist. Turn the feet. Now Trikonasana on the left, which is the front of the room. Right feet is 45, left feet is facing to the front. Expand your hands. Gaze on the left finger and then expand your left hand. Drop your left hand down. Right hand lifts up. Both the hands are the same line, a straight line. Look toward the ceiling. Both the knees are straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift up, hand on waist. This time twisted Trikonasana. Right, left feet is 45-degree turning. Right feet is turning to the back. First, you get your alignment right. You can expand your stance, widen your stance. But once adjustment is done, then turn your body to the back. Lift your left hand. Now push your right hip back, left hip forward. Take your left hand to the front. Expanding your chest, hinging from your hips. And then take your hand down, either inside or on the toes or outside the toes. Both the knees straight. Take the right hand up. Keep twisting, pushing the right hip back, left to the back, left to front. Flatten your palms on the mat, inside, outside on the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down, push the weight on your both feet, then lift your body up, and then hands swing to the side. Now Trikonasana at the front of the room, reverse Trikonasana, turn toward the front, widen your stance if that's really needed. After you get this adjustment right, push your right waist forward, left waist back, facing to the front of the room. Take your right hand up, left hand still on the waist. Then open the chest, lean forward, but keep twisting your body to the left. Your right hand comes to inside of the feet, or on the toes, or outside the feet. Then you twist up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look down. Push the weight on both the toes. Take your right hand up. Meet me at the front of the room. Breathe in. Down. Now we will take the Virabhadrasana 1 on the back of the room. Take your right feet back, 4.5 feet. Turn towards the back of the room. Raise your hand and bend your knees. Virabhadrasana 1 on the back of the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand on the chest. Namaskar and twist towards the right at the back of the room to take your left elbow outside the knee and push both the feet are flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look down, thumb up. Again, Virabhadrasana 1 on the front. Twist your body completely to the front of the room and then bend your left knee. Right hand is flat, hands up. Virabhadrasana 1 on the front. 1. Keep sinking your hips. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand on your chest. Twist towards the left side. Take your right elbow outside the left knee, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down, hand on the waist, right leg to the left from the front of the room. Then breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you bend out, take your right feet back of the room, 4.5 feet to the side of your mat, or the bigger side of the mat. Keep expanding your feet. Take your hands on the waist, push your elbow back, open the chest, and then take your chin leading to the front, bending forward. Hand still on the waist, push the elbow to the back, open the chest, and the head coming and dangling to the front. Each breath, expand your chest, breathe out, take your head down to the mat. Push your mat, open the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look forward and then come back to the stand. Without moving anything on your feet, expand your hands by the side, clasp your hand behind your back, open the chest, and again leading from your chin. This time we will use our hand as a lever to go deeper into the bend. Take forward, look forward, chin is leading, dropping, then head dropping. Use your hand, push the hand to the front of the room. Toes are firmly planted, knees are straight. Each breath you sink forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back, stand again without moving anything on your feet, hand on your waist. Now take your hand up sideways and then use your hand, drop it in the front, and then walk your feet hand first to the front, and then get this solid grip, pushing the hips back, and then walk your palms inside and they fall in the same line as your toes underneath your shoulder. Expand your chest and take your head down. This time you try to push some of the weight on the front of the toes and then push your head dangling. Intention is the head should come to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, raise your hands up, heads up. Get your feet aligned properly. Walk, take your hands on your waist. Again, stand up. The last one. Hold, stretch your hands. Slide your hand from your feet. Please take it close to the toes. Hold both the toes. And then bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand on your waist. Adjust your stance and then be to the front of the room. Again, turn your right feet to meet the left feet to the front of the room. Your chest, Tadasana. 1, wriggle anything that you need to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Virabhadrasana 2, the back of the room, hand on your waist. Take the right feet, 4.5 feet bent back. Then come to Vira 1 and then bind. Take the right feet to the back of the room. Turn to the back. Right toes is facing the back, left toe is 45 degrees. First you bend your knees, expand your hands. Virabhadrasana 2. Keep sinking your hips. Face chest is facing to the side. 1, 2. Keep sinking. 3, 4, 5. Straighten your leg. Your left knee, gaze towards the front, the left. 1, keep sinking your hips. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Straighten the leg. Turn back to the back of the room again. Virabhadrasana 2, and then this time take your right elbow on the right knee and left hand at the side. 1, 2, keep sinking your hips. 3, 4, 5. Straighten your knees, hand on your waist. Again, the same thing on the front. This time turn your left toe to the front of the room. Bend your left knee and right hand expands to Vira 2, and then take your left elbow on the left knee, right hand front, gaze to the front, sink a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand on your waist. Come back to the front of the room. Hand on the chest. Now we take our vinyasa. Hands up. Forward fold. Halfway. Plant your hands. Jump and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down facing dog. 5 breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Right leg come to the right elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg go up. Right leg to left elbow. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg go up. And right leg come down. 5 breath. 4, 5. Lift the left leg up. Left leg to left elbow. 5 breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg go up. The right elbow, 5 breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg go up. Left leg go down. This time right leg go up and take the knees in between your palms. And then right leg, left knee on top. Right. Sit on the Dandasana. Go to Astanga. So first you sit on the Dandasana, stretch your legs, remove any flesh from the back, hand by the side of your hips, lift a bit up and drop it, open the chest, straight your hands up, chin leading to front, hold the toes, 10 breath on Paschimottanasana. Pull the toes towards your face, push the heels to the front of imaginary wall, expand your chest, bending from your hips, and then push and bend your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift your chest up. This time take both the palms at the back from the front, and then toes are at the crease of your wrist, and then pulling the toes from your hand from the top, and then bend forward. 1,
2, keep sinking, take your head close to the knees. 3, 4, 5, lift up. And this time take your hands from the side of your toes. In case it's not happening, bend the side, hold the stool, and then stretch it, straighten it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep bending forward from your hips, chest coming to the thighs. 8, 9, 10. Leave your hands, hand 2 feet behind your back, stretch, and then Purvottanasana. So Paschimottanasana counter pose, hand 2 feet behind, trying to take the toes to the mat and lift your hips up as high as your shoulder and count 10 on this. In case of any wrist problem, go to the tabletop, otherwise go to Purvottanasana. Push your toes, expand your toes and take the toes close to the mat and lift your hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then drop your hips down, bend your knees, crisscross in front of your chest, hand put in front, wriggle your knees behind your hand, and go further, lift your hips up, push back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Right knee coming between your palms, left knee in between the palms, leg. I'm going to take a few rounds of Marichyasana. First one, bend your left knee, bend your left knee, and then hold this knee. Take your right hand up, take a twist towards the left, pushing the elbow, right elbow outside, left knee, straighten your spine, look back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stand your feet. This time bend your right knee to the ceiling, left right hand behind, take your left hand up, left hand outside the right knee, and then twist towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, expand your feet. This time, bend your right knee to the ceiling. Sorry, left knee to the ceiling. Take your left knee down outside of a 90-degree feet, where the left knee is opened up towards the left, right leg is straight. Open both hands up and lean forward on your right feet, trying to take the nose to the knees. 1, keep pushing the inner thigh from your left toe. Keep taking your head down, bending the elbow. 1, expand your chest, nose down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your head up, back, leg, right leg, left leg straightens, right leg bends, right leg, knees go down to the side, pushing the right toe inside the left thigh. Stretch your hands up, bend towards the left knee. Use the hands to hold the toes, and then take your body down from your spine. Lower back, taking your head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. This time we'll do our Vinayasa again for next round. Bend your knees, hold both the toes from your hand, Pull this toe close to your hips. Drop your hand in the front. Lift your hips up. Jump to the back. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. And then right leg knee in between your palms. Between palms. On Madhadasana. Bend your left knee behind. So left heel is now stacked up close to the left hip. Both the knees are next to each other. Expand your chest. Hands up. Lean forward. Towards you on your left feet. 1, 2, 3. Keep sinking and leaning forward. Don't make it easy for you. 3, 4, 5. Hands up. Release your left knee forward. Left leg forward. This time bend your right knee. Right heel behind. The right heel is next to your right hip. Both the knees are stacked close to each other. In the chest. Hands up. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up and back. Do one more before we do next vinyasa. Pull the legs straight. This time, bend your left knee and come to Ardha Padmasana. So take your feet on the top of your thighs. Feet on top of your thighs. Lay them straight. Take a towel to make a wrap around in case you don't have a towel. Just take it and then sink forward. But if you have a towel, then wrap it on your toes. Left hand swings back with the towel and then forward. The towel is pulling the toes back. 1, 2, 3. Keep leaning forward. 4 and 5. And up. Release your feet. Left feet is released. Right feet bends. Right feet is on top of Padmasana. Push the knee down. If you have a towel, use the towel to make a wrap around your bent toes. Right hand swings from the side and hold the towel. Left hand holds the knees, trying to push the knee down and keep pulling the towel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Pull the feet. Now bend both the knees. Pull it towards. Hold both this. Pull it towards you. Hand drop it to the front. Wiggle your knees behind your hand. Lift your hips up very high. Jump. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg in between, tightening between your palms. The last one in the series. Expand your feet. Bend your left knee and drop the knees to the side. Bend your right knee and the right knee is next to the left. Take your right hand behind, twist towards your right. 1, 2, look back. 3, 4, 5. Look forward. Release both the legs. This time bend your right knee. Right knee opens toward the side. Left knee bends. Left knee next to the right knee. Left hand behind. And the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward and back. Expand your feet. Now we will take the Gomukhasana. Bend your right knee, drop it, and the knee and feet behind. Bend your left knee, stack it up on the side. So now we come to this Gomukhasana. Both the knees are stacked against each other. Open the toes to the side and then twist a bit more to get your hips to the ground. If you have the towel, then you can go to a proper Gomukhasana. It is take your left hand, the leg which is on the top. In my case, my left leg is on the top. I will take my right hand up, then bend my right hand behind. Take my towel for a wrap. Bend your left hand, swing it by the side. Try to catch the fingers behind my back. Use the towel to use. Don't hurt your shoulders. Then expand your chest, lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back, tall, release both the towels. And then this time we will extend your legs. Left leg go down, right leg go top, go asana, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You'll find expand your feet to the side. Enjoy this pose, either sitting here, trying to stack both the knees on top of each other. Not easy. This time, our right hand, the left hand goes up, right hand by the side. Use the towel or belt. Reduce the distance between both the palms. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the towel. And then we do our last vinyasa before the closing. For the feet poses, again, for the feet, pull the toe close to the hips, hand back in front, drop it, hips up. Then vinyasa, upward facing dog, down facing dog. Right leg in between, right knee between the palms, and lie down on the mat. Lie down on the mat. Two poses here. We'll take the bridge and then we will take the Sarvangasana. We will skip and we will do dolphin. First one, let's go to the bridge. 5 breath, 3 rounds. Both the knees straight. Hips. Your fingers are just rubbing against your heels. Push the weight on your heels, then take your shoulders behind, clasp your hand underneath your bum, and then try to take the chest to the chin. Now let's lift up at 5 breaths. Your hips up, clasp your hand underneath your bum, wriggle your shoulders in, and then push the chest to the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't go all the way down, just release the lock on your lower back and then lift again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, just release the lock on the lower back and then lift up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it down, vertebrae by vertebrae.
Drop your spine down completely. Then you can take Pavanmuktasana as a counter. Hold the feet on the chest. Then pull it. Try to take your hips down and squeeze thighs onto your belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. Now let's take Sarvangasana, the shoulder stand. If you have Halasana in your practice, just go ahead and do it. I will not do it, protect my lower back. Hand by the palms, pushing the back, feet extended. With control, lift our legs up, then lift our hips up, take the legs back, and then get to Sarvangasana. Again, lift your legs up, controlled. Then lift your hips up, take your legs back, and then expand. Straighten your leg. 10 breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, with control, without changing anything on your spine, hinging from your hips, and take the legs down behind your head to Halasana. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees, bend the knees close to the knee, to ears, Karna Vindasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to again Shirshak Sarvangasana. Then take your lower back down, mid back down, upper back down. Use your hand as the brake, then vertebrae by vertebrae. Spine down all the way. With control, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight away come to fish pose. Take your palms underneath your hips. Palms are facing the ground. Elbows are close inside. And then push all the weight on your elbow by opening your chest. Elbow coming close to each other. Take your head down to the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back. Place your head down. Again, we will do. We will quickly do a dolphin, but before dolphin, we should do all dolphin. Turn yourself on your chest. Turn yourself on the chest. The series would have been in Shirshasana, but instead of Shirshasana, we will do come on your Vajrasana. We will do dolphin to complement the Shirshasana. Hold the hands at the side, drop it down. Again, get a very, very firm grip of your
Hands, thumbs are lifted up. Ensure that your elbows is firmly planted on the mat. The first one is very simple. Lift your knees up. Take your feet down. Look towards the thumb. And to 5, only thumb to the chin. Push it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's down. Now, take your feet further closer, and then again we do 5 more. Thumb to the chin. Ensure that your elbows are exactly underneath your shoulder, and then your palms, your feet, your hands are very firmly planted. And lift your knees up to the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop your knees down. The last one. This time, take your head in between your palm and just lift our leg up. Very simple. Lift your hips up. Take your head in between your palms. Walk your feet. Coming here closer and stay here. Keep pushing your feet down. 1. Put the weight on your elbow, not on your head. 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk your feet down. With the chest. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg in between, palms, lie down on our twisted position on your back. Grab your breath. Right feet, right leg, knees bend. Put right feet on top of your left knee. Expand your arms. Take the left knees to the left side. Sorry, right knee to the left side. Use your hand to take the knees down and look to the right. 1. Every time release. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift your knees up. Lift your knees. And bend your left knee on top of the right. Left toes is on the top of the right knee. Take the knee to the right side. Use your right hand to drop the left knee down to the floor. Tap your body towards. 1, 2, keep pushing the knees down to get a deeper release of your spine. 3, 4, 5. Come back. Stretch your legs. Bend both the knees. Rock and roll 10 times, and we meet at the front on Sukhasana. Massage your lower back and all the hard work that you've done to release any tension. Lock. Hand, lift your knees up, feet up, and behind thighs. Rock and roll a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Now in and back from Sukhasana. Come to Sukhasana. You just sit, bend forward. Ensure that your feet is wide, whichever position you're sitting. First one, take your palms, take your cup, your hands in front of your chin. Open the chest, leading from your chin. Walk hand forward, release anything, any stretch on your spine. Knees down, elbows down, knees down, and then one. Surrender, and then expand your spine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. And I want you to come to Dolasana, the hanging pose. That if you have Padmasana practice, it will get easier. Otherwise, whatever you just lift just for a second or maybe 2. The intention is to hold the body from your core and lift up. So if you do Padmasana, then it gets much easier because all the legs are kind of connected to each other. So if you do Padmasana, and then a 10 breath is required if you're in Padmasana, but you can do in breaks. So hand by your hips, and then lift your hips up. You can do, but when you pull your knees up, you get a good grip of Dolasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop it. Release anything. Now to our relaxation and quick pranayama for all the Agni which you have created in your belly and in your body. Release anything on anywhere. Release your Ujjayi breathing. Come to this deep meditative position. Take your head to the right, left, right, left, front, back, front, back. Normalize your breath. Let's take 3 rounds of Kapalabhati to balance the Agni that we have created in our belly. Left hand on your heart center, right hand on your center. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, start, breathe in, start. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now breathe in, start, breathe in,
Start. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Start. Breathe in. Start. Come to chin mudra. Breathe normally. Let's quickly take 3 rounds of Brahmari before we get closing mantras and Shavasana. Put the fingers on your ears, eyes, thumb on your ears, ring finger on your underneath your nose, and push the thumb into your ear and breathe in, and then start making the noise of a bee. Breathe out. Breathe in and start breathing. Your hand on your knees, chin mudra. Observe the changes and sensation in your body. Please use your breathing and breathe normally, very quietly. Hand on the chest, chin down. Om Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mata Sarvam Prabharvate Iti Matva Vajanti Mam Buddha Bhava Samarpita Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Vahe Vrindavanashvari Vishwabhakti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Punya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Deep breathe in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I thank you all for joining me on this practice on the mat. We say thank you to all our gurus and to our parents, to everyone who influenced our life. Send our love, our prayers, our dedication, compassion, kindness, positive energy, and best wishes to the one whom we have dedicated our practice to today. May there be peace, peace, peace. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. All this positive intention and duty to yourself. Very, very calmly, gently lie down on your mat. Make your feet mat width distance apart and 3.5 feet wide. Drop your toes to the side, release any lock on your knees. Release the arch on your lower back. With each breath, take your hips heavy and sinking onto the mat. Shoulders down, spine down, look towards the right, look towards the left. Curl your fingers, draw the energy down. Then extend your neck, drop your head down, and then come quietness to your shavasana.